the sellers were so excited and so appreciative that they accepted our offer immediately. Here's an interesting story on how a few dollars per day for the next 30 years can make or break your dream of becoming a homeowner. So I have two pool of buyers, family number one and family number two. Family number one, listen to this. They decide to look for a home. We are looking for a home. We found a home they fell in love with, and these are cash buyers. So the house they fell in love with was $425, and an average buyer of mine would say, oh, since I'm paying cash, I'm going to offer well below asking price because I'm paying cash, right? But these buyers are very, very reasonable, and they came back to me and said, Dagmara, we really love the house. Please let us know what to do in order for us to get the house. We'll do whatever you tell us. And since we already had multiple offer situation on the house, I knew it's going to be a tough job of getting the house. So they had to do something extraordinary in the eyes of the sellers. So I said to them, listen guys, let's offer $450 cash. That way you're showing the sellers you are very serious about this purchase. You love the house and you are not lowballing your offer, although your offer is a cash offer, right? Besides, we didn't know if any other offers were also cash offers. And the sellers were so excited and so appreciative of this cash offer going above asking price that they accepted our offer immediately. They didn't even want to go back to all the other offers. And I don't know how many, between 5 and 10 offers they had on the house. So this shows you how not being cheap, I have to use this word here, is going to get you a house. I mean, what's $25,000 when you spread it out across 30 years or whatever? They were buying with cash, but I'm getting to the point to the other story. So family number two, they fell in love with the house. They tell me, Dagmara, we really want to get this house. And again, they come to me for advice. And the house was listed at $500,000. And we've lost many bidding wars in that area. They love the area. They love the location. The house is in a mint condition. They don't have to do anything. Just move in and live their lives. So I called the listing agent, and this agent told me we have 12 offers on the house. It's gonna be a tough bidding war. There was a highest and best. So I suggested to my clients, okay, let's offer, if I were you and I really wanted to get this house, I would offer $550 minimum and I would waive appraisal, especially because in their case, their lender, I already spoke with him and he told me that bank is waiving the appraisal. So they don't have to worry. The appraisal is not going to happen. There's not going to be a situation where they would have to come up with extra money to get the house if the house doesn't appraise at the purchase price. So let's say they offered $550, the house appraises at $530. It doesn't apply to their situation because the bank is not sending the appraiser. That was guaranteed before we even made an offer on the house because I talked to the lender and we had it in writing. So I submitted that to the listing agent with our offer. Of course, they said, $550 is too much. We don't want to go more than $535. So against my advice, they offered $535, and mind you, some of the other offers were up to $600. Obviously, the seller didn't choose the highest offer because those other people didn't waive appraisal, but they chose a higher offer at $560, I believe, that actually those people didn't waive appraisal. So the sellers in these situations were kind of gambling because what happens if this house doesn't appraise? Then the buyer who offered $560 might just walk away from the deal right in the middle of the transaction. So my client's offer was actually the best offer in terms of terms because there was no appraisal involved and they were actually putting a substantial amount of money as a down payment, more than 20%. So there were big chances of them getting the loan. And actually the listing agent for this house was rooting for us and she was advising her sellers to actually accept our offer. But they got kind of greedy. They wanted a higher offer. They didn't go with the highest one because the terms were not so great, but they chose an offer of $560. But I bet you if my clients offer, according to my advice, $550 with no appraisal, and we of course did limited inspections, then their offer would have gotten accepted. So what does it tell you guys? In this case, it's only a $15,000 difference between $535 and $550 suggested by me. What's $15,000 spread across the next 30 years? I don't know, probably a few dollars $50 per day. You're not going to feel it in everyday life. It's not like it's a huge amount of money that you have to overpay for your house, for your new dream house. It was their dream home and it didn't need any work at all. So in case of clients like this, you have to really, guys, you have to think about long-term consequences of your decisions when you're making an offer. And as agent, especially the ones who are in the field every day and we make offers every week, 5 to 6, 7, 8 offers every week, we know the market. We know what's going to happen when there is a multiple offer situation. So just listen to us, because $15, $20, even $30,000 is nothing if it's spread across the next 30 years, and that might help you get the house. So don't be stubborn like this. Don't be so cheap. Don't be greedy. This is mind-blowing. So 2 families, one actually offered above asking price with cash, which they might have easily said, okay, we're offering cash, we're going 25 below asking price, right? And then the other family who didn't want to move up to $15,000 more because they thought they are actually going to win the house with $535. The market is what it is in New Jersey right now. It's crazy competitive for buyers. So you have to take those measures. If you are in this real estate game for real, you have to play the rules of the game. If not, just wait. I don't know for what, because the market is not going to get better anytime soon. And even if interest rates drop down, then you are going to see bidding wars galore. I can promise you that.